Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing very well and fine. And as we all know, Mercury Retrograde is ending soon. It's been a very tough time for many people, and there have been some miscommunications and some lessons learned. So, in the light of that, I'll be doing a reading, and basically, I got this intuition about, the topic is here that what do your spirit guides want to teach you, at this time or like at any time, what like your spirit guides, what do they want you to learn from all the situations that you're going through and all the life events that you had happened to you. Like, what do they want you to know, what do they want you to learn? So the first card is home. Okay, it's called Vesta. It says your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So this card is for group number one, and let us pick another card for group number two. Okay, this time I'm getting an intuition to do only two groups. So yeah, I'll do that. Okay. The other card is the arts. I know what it's called, Savastri. Saravasti. I'm so sorry. Saraswati. It's an Indian goddess. It says express yourself through creative activities. So I was called to, have only two groups here for my reading. So you all know the drill. Just focus and meditate on the groups, and you'll feel drawn to one of them or maybe both of them. If both, you can see both of them, but it depends on you. Okay. So group number one, you guys chose the Vesta card. It's talking about home. So what do your spirit guides want you to learn? What do they want to teach you? Or like, what you're supposed to learn from the things that are happening around you. I can also state it like that. But whatever we're getting it for you. Whatever which messages I'll get, will be for you. Okay. It says the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. So Capricorn might be significant for you in this reading. You might have a significant position of Capricorn in your natal chart, or you might be dealing with a Capricorn. It says full moon in Capricorn. Okay, better check out for a full moon, um, if it's happening in Capricorn. So, what do your spirit guides want you to learn? What do they want you to learn? Oh my God, Queen of Swords has come, and usually Queen of Swords talks about being like, the way I see it in this reading, it talks about being very straightforward, might be cutting people off, or might be, very much honest that it might hurt people. This sort of a situation is going on. So, Spirit, can we get more cards, please? Thank you. Three of Swords. Okay, there's been a heartbreak. There are words that are spoken that have hurt a connection that might be from the occupants in your home. And if not occupants, you might be living for some of you, you guys might be living in a hostel, and your roommates, you felt hurt by them. That can also, like, they're talking about occupants in a household. The other card that I'm seeing here is the Knight of Swords. A lot of Gemini, Aquarius, that kind of energy is coming here. Libra energy is coming, but Libra isn't that much coming, but quite a lot of swords. There are words spoken, and there is a problem because of those words. Okay. So, Spirit, what do you want your spirit guides, Group 1's spirit guides? What do they want to teach Group 1? What do they want Group 1 to learn? itch, some sort of an itch is related. It might be significant for some people. The world card came here. It shows that it came under the end of a tough cycle approaches. The world card talks about endings, about a cycle being completed. So whatever problem you're going through, like a communication issue or hurtful words or anything related to that, whatever problem you are facing is coming to an end. Though two cards clarifying each other. So it says this is okay, Page of Wands. Page of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. Page of Wands says that Page of Wands usually talks about, beginning a new project or starting up a new thing. So if the previous project did not work, or there were harsh words exchanged, or gossip was there, your spirit guides are saying that new things are coming. Things don't always remain the same. There's Fool card. Fool also talks about beginning. Aries energy coming here very strongly coming here. Okay. Just I'm getting this thing that I need just one more card. And then I'll start and I'll just get more clarifiers on the way if I feel like, if I get the intuition towards it. Let's just and the lover's card. Okay. Under the heartbreak card. Might be a divorce for some people. Might not be. Just take whatever resonates. It's a general reading. I only chose two groups. So there would be some things that will overlap, some things that won't resonate, but just try to, look at the broader picture. We have anger. Anger. It says safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Honor all your emotions. Honor all of your emotions as sacred. Okay. So it's time to start. Okay. So this, I'm sorry, this world card. This is a very important and a game changer in this whole reading. Your main card that you chose talked about there is a change in the energy of the home that you're living in. Some of you might be changing homes as well, but there is an energy change of energy in the residents of the home, in the people who are living there, or there is a change in the people in the home. Basically, somebody maybe left, somebody came, maybe you left, maybe you came to some place. So the situation which I'm seeing is that any of these things would have happened, but the tension and the stress because of the people at your living place is actually ending. And there is this thing that your spirit guides want to say to you is that sometimes you have to be harsh, sometimes you have to speak words that might hurt the other person, but you have to do it. You have to establish your boundaries. You have to look at yourself that if you feel like somebody is not respecting you, somebody is not respecting your boundaries, somebody is not um, making you letting you live in peace, if somebody's not letting you live in peace, you have every right to talk about it. But yeah, I would suggest that don't be quite hurtful, but sometimes people do deserve it. What your spirit guides are trying to say is that even if you scolded someone, even if you yelled at someone, you did it out of a necessity and you don't need to feel bad about it. And sometimes during arguments, when people don't like each other, when people's energies don't match, when people's vibrations don't match, they yell at each other, they exchange hard words. People's hearts get broken, people become angry, people yell, people shout, but apart from physically hurting the other person, there is this indication of harsh words and people are fighting. I don't know what situation you just faced, but I'm seeing like two people who are having a bad argument. Can be more than two people, but it's not like a one-sided situation that only one person is yelling or one person is saying harsh words. It's like both of them are doing that. And in the future, I see both of them moving on and finding love apart from each other, maybe with each other. But your spirit guides are saying that healthy communication is important, and if somebody is not willing to listen to you and you have to make your tone a little strict, you have to sharpen your voice and you have to assert your voice. If you have to do that, you should do that, because some people think of your polite and humble behavior as your weakness. So your spirit guides are saying that there is no rule book. Like there is a rule book in everybody's head, but the spirit guides are saying that you need to see the situation and make yourself flexible according to it, even if it doesn't follow your rules all the time. There is a heartbreak, maybe three people are involved, but like there is this third party situation that I'm seeing, that the fight between the two people is because of some other person who is trying to make them to fight. Like I see this, that there is an intentional energy of a jealous person, of a person who is angry, who is feeling like that if I cannot have a good relationship, then nobody else should have it. Then I should, if I'm not happy, then other people should not be happy as well. So there is this third party energy, that a third party is trying to invade in this relationship. And by relationship, I don't always mean that it could be a relationship between partners or spouses, but it could be even a relation between friends, a relation between cousins, and a relation between parents and children. But I am seeing a third party here who is trying to, create all this chaos and all this drama. And what I'm seeing here is that this is going to end. This is going to end either by you leaving the house or they leaving the house, or either you changing your position, either you setting strong and firm boundaries. I see that I see that your the world card also, for me, it talks about traveling, it talks about moving. And when it is with the Knight of Swords card, it says that your spirit guides us saying that you should move out. And if you have moved out, and if you feel guilty and if you feel like sorry, don't feel that. It was necessary. You had to take power in your hands. It's not always good to always be compromising. Yes, compromise is good. Sometimes you have to compromise, but compromise goes two ways. When one person in the relationship is always compromising and the other person is not, then it is not an equal relationships. And relationships, if they are supposed to be healthy, then they're also supposed to be equal. Many of you could have different point of views about them, but this is what I am seeing. And I see that your spirit guides are very wise, and they also think that you can make wise decisions in life, and you have been making wise decisions in the past as well. Although you might feel like that you are somewhat naive, or sometimes you become immature, but your spirit guides are saying that you are reacting according to the situations that are presented to you. And your spirit guides are saying that you can start a new thing, a new relationship, or a new life basically with someone else who actually appreciates you and who actually loves you. Now, there is this thing in your heart that I'm seeing that you want it desperately and you still want it somewhere, that you want to save this relationship, or you just want things to work out. You don't like the idea of just moving away although you might agree with it, but you don't emotionally like it. You know, you don't like it. And what I'm seeing is that you wanted things to be solved. You wanted to work out these things despite the fights and despite everything, or despite the problems, whatever word you resonate with, despite all the difficulties, you wanted to continue. You had this desire to continue. But your spirit guides are actually saying, their advice to you is that learn to feel. Not everything is logical, not everything is felt from the brain. Leave some parts for the heart. Sometimes your heart might ache or it might feel heavy for some people. But the thing here is that, ouch, ouch, I hurt myself. The thing here is that you have to learn to accept that some things should not be mended. Some things don't deserve your time. Some things cannot hold together despite the bandages you're putting around them. Some things are supposed to be separate. Some people have different energies, different auras, different personalities, different mindsets. And maybe if both of them are good people, they don't belong together most of the times. So instead of fighting and pulling each other's legs down and showing each other, like saying bad things to each other, it is better to separate with respect in yours and theirs heart, without breaking each other's heart completely, without shattering each other completely. But I know, and your spirit guides know, that it's difficult. But they are actually saying, they are actually trying to teach you how to feel your emotions. They want you to learn how to feel your emotions without indulging yourself in some distractions, like cigarettes for some people, like alcohol for some people, like caffeine for some people, like video games for some people, like music for some people. Your spirit guides actually want you to face your emotions, to look within, to actually sit with yourself and talk to yourself about what you are thinking, what you are feeling. Because this numbness on the inside, it will only go away when you're actually going to face things. If you're going to take the help of other substances or trying to forget these things, then it takes a long, long, long time. And your spirit guides want you to learn how to heal, how to healthily express your emotions, how to be in tune with yourself, how to understand yourself properly. Like they are, your spirit guides are seeing you from, like, they're seeing you as a second person, right? But you are your own self. You don't see yourself. You are just in yourself. They can clearly see your situation and they desperately want to say to you that even if you have to start from a zero for another relationship, it's fine. What matters is love in the situation. Love matters. Your spirit guides are saying that these, like, you could be traditional in some sort, I don't know, but you could be like solid. You could be trying to, save relationships. And the spirit guides are saying, do not need to be conservative all the time. That's what I'm hearing. No need to be according to the rules all the time. Sometimes you have to look for your survival, even if you have to sacrifice your values for a while. And sometimes you have to live for yourself and not for others. Sometimes you have to actually prioritize yourself. This is what your spirit guides are saying. Your spirit guides are saying that if some person hurts you repeatedly, hurts you again, and does not care about your emotions, why are you trying to save that relationship? Or why are you trying to, mend the things that have happened if the other party is not trying or not actively trying? The other party might be, they might be saying words and blaming you like it's your fault that this and that is happening. But what I see here is that you you still have this desire that, oh my god, if things worked out it would have been so cool, and your spirit guides are saying shut up. You've got some very harsh spirit guides. I'm not saying harsh, sometimes even a friend gets you know sick. That my like, if I were group one's friend, I would have said, look, group one, leave everything, okay? You don't deserve this. Why are you trying to save something that can never be saved? I'm very sorry. It would be very hard for you that, sometimes I know that people want to save things because they desperately love them or they desperately want to keep them. But change is inevitable if things don't go according to your plan, according to your frequency, according to your vibration. They are meant to fall apart. This is what your spirit guides are trying to say. And your spirit guides want you to learn about energies, energy flows, and auras. Your spirit guides can actually see your auras, and you cannot at times. And you can feel them mostly, and you call them vibes and you call them feelings, but your spirit guides actually want you to study them as well. And your spirit guides want you to start fresh, and they want you to be with someone. And it doesn't always mean that it's a different person or a different situation. It might be even a job, like you're doing some job and now you have to change the job because it's being very toxic and there have been a lot of fights. Like, I'm just actually giving a general reading, okay? So the whole thing here is that the only thing that matters is emotional fulfillment, this emotional satisfaction, this emotional wholeness. The only thing that matters is love. You can define love in another way, but the way love here is depicted is that where you feel safe and good and happy and satisfied and secure, and where you can trust other people. You know, this sort of a situation is required from you, and obviously the rest is your life, whatever you want to choose, however you see the world. As always, it's your life. Good luck for your life, okay, group number one. So please do subscribe to my channel and do leave a comment if it resonated, and have a good time. Goodbye. Hello, group number two. How are you guys? I hope everything is fine on your side. So, we're doing a reading. You chose group number two, the arts card. And the topic of the reading was like, what do your spirit guides want you to learn? What do your spirit guides want to teach you? So, we'll just move on with the reading. Let's start. There is this dream, a dream you want to achieve, but there are hurdles and it's difficult and it seems impossible. Sometimes you feel like, what if I cannot make it? Five of Swords. Sometimes people tell you that you can't do it. People belittle you or maybe they bully you. I'm very sorry. Two of Cups. Why am I seeing a hot and cold relationship? Like a trauma bond situation. Let me pull out the cards. I have to be sure about it first. Knight of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Oh my god, it's a very difficult situation. Oh, it's difficult. So, what do group number two spirit guides want to tell them? Emotions are running high. Yeah, they are running high. One more card, please. Thank you so much. It just fell. So it says a time for healing. Okay, right under the five of my sorry. Right under this card. Prosperity. Okay. So the Five of Pentacles and Prosperity card in a line are in a line. A gift of money is on its way. Your what does it say? Your income is increasing. Manage your finances with love. Okay. So what I see here is that I see poverty or I see betrayal. Like there is this absence of abundance or there is an absence of something. Might be an absence of money in majority of the people. Or it could be an absence of relationships or an absence of love maybe, but I'm not seeing love mostly here apart from the Two of Cups. What I see here is that there is a betrayal here. I think that you were handling money quite well. Somebody betrayed you, maybe took your money. Your loved one supported you. Like it's not for everybody, but it might resonate. And then you tried your best. You tried to, play a move. You tried to do something like start a new business or you tried to do a new job, but it failed. Now you are taking money from some friend and you feel bad, but you also feel trustworthy of your friends who are helping you, but it's a complicated situation. And this is it. I'll clarify it more. Spirit guides are saying that when bad times come, they show you who your true friends are, who actually care about you. Because in those bad times, you see who are the people who are turning their faces away from you, who are the ones who are actually trying to pick yourself, pick you up, who are actually trying to pick you up, and who are the people who are happy on your downfall. Your spirit guides are saying, suppose if you made a plan, you had a roadmap, and it failed, don't blame yourself. Sometimes there are predators out there and there are bad people out there whose sole purpose is to make the other person's life miserable, and sometimes they succeed. You are just doing your thing, you're not harming anyone, and then somebody comes along or some group of people come along and they make situations bad for you. You're crying and you've lost, and they have seized your power, your wealth, or your fame, whatever resonates with you here, even your money. Somebody has come along the way and snatched something that was yours from you. Some other person also suffered alongside you. Now, what happens is that I see you that you're taking a decision and you've thought about it a lot and it backfired or maybe it didn't work out. You tried your best and it worked out for a bit, but it didn't in the long run. And you feel like a failure at times, and sometimes you tell yourself that it's not my fault, but majority of the time you feel like that. Why? You're also healing as well, right? And I have to give you some good news that money's coming on its way. I'm eating something alongside this reading. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So it says that what your spirit guides are trying to say to you. Let me just, now say it. Your spirit guides are saying that, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to try. You're supposed to do your best. Okay. You're supposed to do whatever you can in your power But if it doesn't work out, stop blaming yourself or stop belittling yourself. You can, ask yourself that what error was there, or what thing you missed, or where did you miscalculate. But your spirit guides are trying to tell you to stop beating yourself up for your failures. Your spirit guides are saying that if you intentionally wanted these failures, then you can beat yourself up. But if things are not in your control, then why are you trying to belittle yourself or trying to tell yourself again and again that you're a failure or that you deserved it, or like things like that? Why are you doing negative self-talk? No, negative self-thought, self-talk. That is the thing that I should have said earlier here. But your spirit guides are saying that why are you telling yourself that you're not capable, that you lack the skill, that you'll never be able to make money? Somebody in your family is sick, or maybe you might be sick as well. Maybe you might know better if it resonates. Or maybe you have to, like, you're under debt and you have to actually, there's this thing that needs constant money from you, and you're not able to, or constant source of something, and you're not able to provide that. Maybe you might be a parent. You might be a parent for some people, and I'm just trying to give an analogy here. And you have children. You tried your best to manage your job and your children together, but it didn't work out, and now you have to give them time. You cannot, like, it's different for everybody, but that's the main thing. You want to do something, you want to do something, you planned for it, you were doing fine, and then it didn't work out. Now you're beating yourself up for that. Your spirit guides is saying that, hey, you need to enjoy. Sometimes, even when there is a war going on, people do celebrate, people do marry each other, people do other things as well. They don't stop living, and so you shouldn't also. And your spirit guides are saying that you're healing at a very good pace. Don't try to force a quick healing, or don't try to halt the healing. The speed at which you're healing is very good. Your spirit guides want you to learn to be less cruel on yourself, to be less critical of yourself. You might have strong Virgo in your chart, or maybe a North Node in Virgo, maybe. But your spirit guides are saying that sometimes you can make errors. You're a human being. Just try your best and learn from your mistakes, and don't beat yourself up. Your spirit guides are saying that if you continue a good behavior, if you reward yourself for doing good, and if you don't beat yourself up for messing up or for effing up, you can get a good reward. You're going to, there is this a lot of negative self talk which is actually manifesting negative things in your life. And if there is going to be a positive self talk, or maybe a realistic self talk, there the frequency and your vibration could change, and you can attract the things which you want, which you're deficient of. You can attract those things. So that is the thing that your spirit guides are trying to say. Another thing, somebody could be teaching you these things. Your spirit guides have assigned a friend, they've assigned somebody in your life who will teach you these things either directly or indirectly. There's a lot of emphasis on enjoying yourself here. That even if things are effed up, even if things are going very horrible, you still need to sit down and open your TV or your laptop and watch a season or two to get your mind off of it temporarily. They're not saying that you should, you know, deflect or like just not think about these things. No. They're saying that don't push yourself all the time. Take breaks, take relaxing breaks, go outside, or just watch a movie, just watch a drama. Just talk to somebody. Just, dance a little bit, sing a little bit. That is the thing here. That even if you failed, it does not mean that you're going to cry all the time to justify yourself that you are actually repenting. You can also enjoy parts of your life while being sad and while repenting or regretting something that you did. No need to feel guilty about that. The next full moon is going to be very important for you. This is what I'm seeing. In the next full moon, you're going to listen. It's a timeless reading, so whenever you're watching, maybe the next 14 days, or like, I don't know, like the next full moon, you're going to receive a good news, a very positive news. I won't force people to be positive all the time. Positivity, negativity are both parts of life, and both should be appreciated. You should be positive, you should be negative, you should be realistic as well. But the thing here is that don't try to force any emotion, but don't try to be in an emotion that destroys you as well. It's okay to admit that you failed or there was something that you didn't do that you should have done, and you can sit with yourself and you can do a critical analysis of the things. You can write down your errors and your mistakes, and you can write up the solutions. That is a very good way, a very healthy way of addressing your own concerns about yourself and about your own failures, rather than saying to yourself, oh, I just deserved it, oh, why am I not good enough. Don't say these things. Your body and your mind are listening to you. Whatever you say to yourself, it magnifies and it comes back to you. And I'm not saying that you should feed yourself lies and tell yourself all the time that I am good, I'm perfect. If you're doing it for the sake of manifestations, yes, you can do it, but you also have to be very real with yourself. You have to actually confront yourself that I did this and that wrong, and now I don't need to repeat it. Mistakes are mistakes, and your goal should be to not repeat them. If suppose something went wrong, scan it. You'll find the solution. Then don't repeat it. If you keep on going to repeat it again and again because you're not learning from the mistake, and then you're going to belittle yourself, it's going to be a cycle, a spiral. And you are healing. This is a very good sign. This good cards are here, which is saying that you are on the right path. A time ago, maybe a month ago or so, I don't know exactly, but you might know, 2 months ago, there was this delusional thinking, like you were thinking about different plans or different ways or different techniques on how to handle this particular situation. And you were so confident, like you were like, okay, I can do it, okay, I can handle it, things will go my way. I've burned all the ships and now I have to do my thing here. But what I'm seeing here is that you should always have a plan B. Your spirit guides are trying to say that always keep plan B, C, D. If your plan A fails, always be prepared. Don't manifest the worst, but always be prepared that things can go either wrong or either right. I don't know why I was going to say wrong twice. Things could go right or things could go wrong. 50-50% chance. So why are you ignoring one part of the whole thing? If you're going to think that things are always going to go wrong, then you're ignoring the 50% good part. And if you're thinking that things are always going to go right, then you're ignoring the 50% wrong part. You have to be realistic. So that is, I'm seeing a lot of earth energy. Virgo is quite prominent, but Taurus and Capricorn are also prominent. Cups card are here also, but I'm seeing that. Okay, Scorpio, Moon, or like such things could be common. So I will, just wrap this reading. And here's a request: do subscribe my channel, do like my video, and do leave a comment. Okay, Have a good time, group number two. Bye.